everybody, welcome back to my channel. It's Andrea and I am here with my June update for Throwback 30. This is a Fantastic Ladies group collab that was created by Jessica Lee as a way to spotlight some of the amazing projects that we have in the Fantastic Ladies because it's just not really possible to do all of them. So I'm not quite sure. I know for this upcoming one, there's like just a list of like all of these projects and you just vote and the top 30 get into the next round. I don't remember if she did that previously or if she just picked them or how it worked. But anyway, we've got one more update after this. Well, we have the finale for next month and then we're going to have another intro and I'm very excited. So I have one I have one goal met for this month. And then 2 prompts where I'm going to just go ahead and declutter the items, but you'll see. I'm getting ahead of myself. You'll see. The first project was 12 Days of Christmas, and I chose the prompt partridge, or the verse partridge in a pear tree, and I brought in my Copacetic Cosmetics Blush and Fruit of the Underworld. My goal is to use it 30 times, and I am up to 23. So I've got 7 more uses to go. There's like a couple times where I've used it as a blush and an eyeshadow, and I count that as 2 different uses. So I only have 7 more to go, which, especially if I like kind of double dip, I should be able to do. So we've got that. Then for 7 Deadly Sins, I picked Envy, and the color for Envy is green. I had a ColourPop Super Shock shadow in. It completely dried out. I was not about trying to revive it. So instead I brought in this green shade from my I Heart Revolution Mermaid's Heart palette to hit pan. I've only used it twice. I don't think I'm going to hit pan in it. That's fine. Next, for Beauty A to Z, I just randomized a letter. I got J. So I brought in 6 of my mini julep polishes. I've finished 1 in the entire 11 months of this project so far. And I have not finished any more. I only used 2 of them in the past month. One is this shade Cassandra, which is really, I don't even know if I do have it marked, okay. Which I'm up to 6 uses on it, and I haven't marked it yet, but it's so dark. It's down to here. And then this other one, Tilda, which I also have 6 uses on, which I also have not remarked, but it's right below where it was. Theoretically, if I used some of these nail polishes, they would be gone. I just haven't been painting my nails that much, and I've got a lot of different nail polishes going on in different projects. It is what it is. That's the lesson that I've learned through this project this year, is I get a little cocky sometimes, and I put in multiple products for one prompt when I should just put in 1, and then if I feel like making that prompt a rolling prompt, I should do that instead of bringing a bunch of things in right at the beginning and then not finishing any of them. So, lesson learned for next year. The next is Birthstone Beauty. I did not use that item, so I'm not going to show it. Then Cupid's Bow, a love or Valentine themed item. I have my ColourPop and Disney Designer blush in Kissin' a Frog. I have 2 more uses on it this month for a total of 26 out of my 50 uses that I wanted to use. So I'm definitely not going to hit 50 uses on this. It is looking used. Like, you can tell that I've used it. I'm a little torn because on the one hand, there's only a month left, so changing the goal now, I feel like it's cheating a little bit just to say that I've hit my goal if I change to 30 and I only have to use it 4 more times, or if I just keep it at 50 and just use it however much I use it and just take the loss. I don't know. But either way, I'm not getting 50 uses on this, but it's a really pretty blush. I'm wearing it today. It's really nice. Drop 10 before summer. I was going to drop 10 pounds. I'm not going to do that. That prompt is done, but I didn't hit my goal. I'm just not going to even bother with that anymore. Things are stressful. Then for Fall For You, a product that you love, This is my Copacetic Cosmetics highlighter in Pumpkin Guts. Again, my goal was to use this 50 times. I've got 25 uses on it. So no, 50 uses isn't going to happen. But this was fairly brand new when I brought it in. Like, I think I'd used it a couple times, and it's definitely looking used after 25. So I'm at least happy with that. I also am wearing this on my cheeks today. So there's that. Food for thought. My ColourPop Creme Gel liner from the Raw Beauty Christie collab in spare time. My goal is to finish it. I've got a total of 59 uses on it, and I take my life into my hands every single update when I do this. This is how much is left after 59 uses. So no, this is not getting done either, but I still have a month left, so it's not like I'm not gonna stop using it, but I also know I'm not gonna hit my goal, but I did make a pretty good dent in it at least. So I'm happy about that. Then for Harry Potter, I picked my house colors, which I'm a Ravenclaw, so that's blue and bronze, and I brought this Revolution Mermaid's Heart palette in again. I picked this blue and this bronze. Wow, that like light pinky rose gold is very metallic apparently. I have used this a total of 9 times. I did not use it at all in the past month. And I've used this one a total of 12 times, and I used it once in the past month. And my goal is to hit pan on both of these. And I also don't think that's going to happen. I like this palette. I think I'm having such a hard time reaching for it in this project because, like, I don't really care about these colors, like those specific colors in the palette that much. So I just am not, like, inspired to really reach for it. I don't know. And even though this isn't my favorite palette, and I don't really use it, obviously, but this was a gift from my sister. She actually bought this in London, so I'm never getting rid of it. I just wish I could make myself use it more. That makes me a little sad. Okay, and then the next prompt that I was still working on is for Movie Madness. That's link an item to any movie, and I picked How to Train Your Dragon because that is an amazing movie. It's one of my favorites, and at the beginning of this project, like, Madeline was obsessed with it. So this is one of the Dragon Prism shadows from Enchanted Luster Cosmetics. This is in the Flare Prism. My goal is to hit pan. I've used it 2 more times. I've got 13 uses on it. Like, you can see, there's a pretty decent dip going on. I don't think I'm too far away from pan because I have hit pan in, I think only one other one of these, but they're not super deep, and this is pretty flaky. The only thing why I think I haven't hit pan yet is because, like, this formula, it really doesn't pick up on a brush, so I have to use my finger, and when you have to use your finger, you don't hit pan as fast, in my experience anyway. So this will hopefully have pan for the finale. I'm going to try because it is a beautiful shadow and I really love it. It's just, I just haven't been using it because I'm working on too many doggone eyeshadows. Okay, for panning games, this is my one actual goal met for the whole 2 months because I didn't update this last month. That is for panning games, and I just did a roulette thing. I wasn't going to throw a bunch of stuff in a box and pick. I just did a roulette thing, so I got the Juvia's Place Bronzed Maple Liquid Lip. My goal was to use this 30 times. I only needed 2 more times to use it, and I used it once each month, so I think... So I hit my 30 uses on it. It is rolling out of this project, but I think this has gone bad. It has, I don't know, like, it's not terrible smelling. It just has a smell, and, like, it's not as bad when I smell it, but when I was putting it on my lips, it was just like, as much as it pains me, because I do really dislike decluttering just in general because I feel wasteful. I especially dislike decluttering when I'm going to throw the product away and I haven't gotten all my use out of it that I could have, but I think I'm going to throw this away. It's one, it smells. Two, when I put it on and like it doesn't matter how I apply it. I've tried it all different ways. The second this goes on my lips, it's all over my teeth. And I can't deal with it. And then because it's all over my teeth and I'm trying to clean it off, like I can taste it and it doesn't taste good. So this is going to be a declutter, but at least I hit my goal on it. So that prompt is done. For panning solitaire. So this is one of those things that I alluded to in the beginning where this prompt, I am finished with it, but I did not complete it. So I brought in my Julep Feels Like Velvet Champagne and Caviar Duo. I don't know why I brought in 2 eyeshadows instead of just one. That would have made my life a whole lot easier, but I didn't. This is what it's looking like. I did not use it at all this past month. The whole year I've used this champagne color 12 times and this caviar color 11 times. And this is going in my declutter pile for Project Beauty Share. I don't do 2 shadow looks. I just don't. These colors, while pretty, they're way too subtle for what I like. This just isn't my makeup style. And I don't want to keep this in and try to hit pan just for the sake of the prompt or the project, because somebody else could like actually get some use out of this and enjoy it, whereas I don't enjoy it. I like when I think like, oh man, I really have to use this, like I just like that's my thought process. It's not like, ooh, I want to use this today. It's like, oh, I gotta get a use in on this. I don't want to do that. So I'm not rolling anything else in for this prompt because it is the last month and I'm already working on a bazillion eyeshadows. I don't need to roll in anymore. So yes, this prompt is done, but I'm not counting it as like a prompt done with a goal met. Like it's not counting towards, I finished whatever 20 prompts out of the 30. It's not counting towards that. It's done, but it's not done. So anyway, there's that. Then, Rockin' Around the Christmas Tree, a product that reminds you of a Christmas song. I picked the prompt Last Christmas, and at the last Christmas, I had gotten the set from Sephora of all the Nest perfumes, and this is the Midnight Floor one, which is so good. It's my favorite. My goal is to finish this, which is not going to happen, but I made really good progress. So, I've used it 5 more times this past month. I've got 44 uses on this little roller ball, and I'm down to here. So I don't think this will be done unless I wear it like every single day. And as much as I do love it, I'm working on a bunch of other perfumes, and I like to change things up. I'm not a person who can wear the same lipstick, eyeshadow, perfume, colored face. Like I can't do the same thing every day. I have to change it up. So this prompt will probably also not be done, but I'm really happy with the amount of progress that I've been able to make on that perfume. Next is Say Good Day to Project Panning, and I picked the prompt Aussie 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 Oi Oi Oi, which is a green and or yellow product. And I have my Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. My goal is to hit pan in this. I've used it 13 more times. I've got a total of 66 uses, and I have to be careful because while it didn't shatter, I am a supreme klutz, and I've dropped this like at least twice. And the bronzer is like loose in the pan now. And I don't want it to fall out. But hopefully you can see. I don't know if I will be able to hit pan. But I am trying. So I'm so afraid to hold this up. Like you have no idea. You can hopefully see like right in here is basically where my brush goes. And I've got a really good. What is the best way to show this? There's a pretty good dent going on right in that area. And I think it's possible that I could hit pan. I don't know that it'll happen, but it's still within the realm of possibility that I can hit pan in this. Like I said, I've got 66 uses in it already, so we'll see. I, again, am wearing it today. I don't buy from Physicians Formula anymore, but I do really like this bronzer. It probably is even a little bit light for me, but that's fine. What shade is this in? This is just in their bronzer shade, so, oh my gosh, I really have to be careful with this. Then for Significant Other Project Pan, and this is the other prompt where it's done, but it's not done. So my husband picked my Kathleen Lights and Makeup Geek highlighter palette, and then he picked this is the Nightlight shade. I am also going to declutter this palette to put it in my Project Beauty Share pile, which it's pretty tiny right now, so it's going to be a while until things get sent out, but they're not my colors. I might get some flack for this. I don't care about Kathleen Lights. I think I bought this because it was on clearance or sale or something, not because I cared about Kathleen Lights, and then I just haven't used it. It's just not quite, like, I can make them work. But I just don't really want to, you know? I have other highlighters and other highlighters that I like better, so I'm not gonna fuss with it. That prompt is done, but not complete. So let's put it that way. Then I'll just do turn and burn now, actually, because it's the last month. I've been doing it rolling style. I'm not going to do it rolling style for this last update because I just want to focus on the things that I've got in projects and not worry about finishing up any little fiddly doodads. So I had this Giorgio Armani Acqua di Gio little fragrance sample. I did finish that. I don't remember how many uses it took me. It took me 12. It took me 12 uses to finish this up, and I think it was half empty already. So there's that. Then I had this other, oh my gosh. Then I had this other mini julep polish in the shade Janet. I've only used it one more time, so I'm like right down there. I actually have it on today underneath this other julep polish that's in my deck of panning. This is definitely a layering polish because I don't know if it's supposed to, but it kind of dries like really matte and funky, and I don't really like it. So I just wanna get it done, but I don't think that's gonna happen before next month. But at least I'll have a head start on it. I had a little hand soap from Copacetic Cosmetics. It's got like the tiniest little nub left because all I really use it for is to clean off my reusable cotton rounds when I like remove my eye makeup and stuff. Then I have this loose shadow from Tammy Tenuka in Harboring the Essence. My goal is to finish it because there's not a lot in here, but I mean, it is a loose shadow, and again, I don't really tend to reach for things like this. So I used it one more time. I've got a total of 5 uses on here. This isn't going to be empty. I don't know what I was thinking. This is one of those, it's a very pretty shade, but this is so flaky. No matter what I do, every time I use it, I just get fallout everywhere, so I don't really like using it that much. So there's that. And then the last thing I had in was this foundation sample card from ABH. None of these shades worked for me at all. What did I do? Today, I took this shade and this darkest shade, and I mixed them onto my chest and my neck just to like say that I used them up, because originally I was just going to toss the rest of the card, but I'm like, no, I'll just use those. Like, my neck and chest are always a little bit different color than my face, so maybe it'll make them look a little more compatible with each other. I don't know if it really did or not. It doesn't look terrible, so whatever. But that's done. So that's my turn and burn. Then for Unicorn Project Pan, I have my Terra Moon Shadow in the shade Phoenix, which is looking like this. My goal is to hit pan on it. I'm wearing it on my inner corner today. I don't know, there's no pan, but you can see like the biggest dip is right there. And again, I've been trying to savor this one because I really love the shadow a lot. But I will have pan in it for next month. I'm not worried about that at all. And then the last prompt that I'm still working on is Wizard of Panning, and I have a horse of a different color, which is something duochrome. I have my Sydney Gray shadow in the Greatest Gift. My goal is to hit pan on it. Do you think that's going to happen? Because I sure as hell don't. I didn't use this, I think, hold on. I don't know if I used, I think I used this once this month, or these 2 months. I'm up to 10. That's, no. I don't know. I don't even know if I'm going to bother trying to use that again because, once again, I've got so many eyeshadows going on and so many projects. To use an eyeshadow that I know I'm not going to hit my goal on for 1 more month, I don't know that I want to do that, but we'll see. So anyway, that was my 2 months worth of progress. It's very pitiful. Like, I wouldn't blame you if you were like, what the hell were you doing those 2 months? Don't ask me. I have no idea. But anyway, that is it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you're staying safe and sane and healthy, having a wonderful day or night wherever you are, and I will talk to you in the next one. Bye.